Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tiffany Gourgues, and today I'm going to be presenting my business plan for TomCat's Fish and Chips. TomCat's is a unique family-friendly restaurant with an interactive element. Patrons actually get to fish in TomCat's ponds while they wait for their food. No other restaurant offers an experience quite like TomCat's. Good food and a good time is what we provide. The slogan for TomCat's is, where you don't just eat your dinner, you catch it too. There's nothing quite close to TomCat's Fish and Chips in our area. TomCat's wants its customers to associate it with good old-fashioned family time. It's a place to make memories with your family. TomCat's values families and wants its customers to focus on their own families as well. We only use the freshest fish and produce for our customers. We use local producers and suppliers to promote other homegrown businesses. TomCat's focuses on the customer and the experience that they have at the restaurant. We train our employees in excellent customer service. The main focus of our wait staff is customer happiness. TomCat's aims to empower the staff to grow to our full potential and to promote hard work and employee loyalty. The idea for TomCat's initially came from my husband. He genuinely enjoys frying fish, and he's actually pretty good at it. His idea was to open a restaurant similar to Raising Cane's but offer fish baskets instead of chicken fingers. He envisioned a drive-through fast food type of restaurant while I had something completely different in mind. While working on a marketing project in another class, a classmate suggested that TomCat's have fishing ponds, creating the interactive aspect. The idea just snowballed from there. Our signature dish is appropriately fish and chips. Our thin-cut fresh fillets are fried crispy and served with french fries, hush puppies, and our signature tartar sauce. Other special dishes include fish tacos and fish sandwiches. We also offer a variety of other seafood dishes, including shrimp and oysters. Our side dishes include potato fries, sweet potato fries, potato salad, corn on the cob, hush puppies, garden salad, and macaroni and cheese. We also offer dishes for customers sensitive to shellfish. These items include corn dogs, hamburgers, chicken sandwiches, and salads. Our menu will range from adult entrees priced at $10.95 to $24.99, while offerings on the kids menu would be around $4.95. Appetizers will range from $5.99 to larger portions at $8.99. Only non-alcoholic drinks will be served at TomCat's because we would prefer to cater to a family atmosphere. This also reduces the liability of accidents at the pond. Drinks will be approximately $1.50 each, and desserts start at $3.99. The cost to produce these menu items are approximately half of the customer price. The additional costs associated with overhead and daily business are taken out of the revenue to leave TomCat's with a relatively good profit. We don't charge to fish in the pond. It is covered in the price of the meal, so the prices need to reflect that. TomCat's will always go above and beyond to meet FDA standards. Fresh fish is always kept at a temperature of -29 degrees until it's ready to be cooked. Double pan systems help to maintain the temperature. No seafood is kept more than 2 days. Seafood is never prepared on the same surface or near chicken and beef products to prevent allergy contamination. TomCat's will maintain a clean kitchen and train its staff in the safe handling and preparation of seafood. FDA regulations will be posted in the kitchen in a visible place at all times to ensure these guidelines are being followed. Fish will be delivered daily to ensure freshness. Because of the strict 2-day turnover rule, TomCat's will need to monitor inventory very closely. This presents a larger opportunity for costs to be sunken into wasted inventory. We'll use forecasts to determine seafood purchases to reduce waste. In the event that food will have to be disposed of, which is inevitable, it will be cooked and donated to local shelters. This not only saves food from being wasted, but helps TomCat gain appreciation from the community. We want to give back to the community because, in the big picture, TomCat's customers are who pays employee salaries. Our fishing quarters is where the real fun is. Small ponds are located behind the restaurant and are equipped with fishing poles, rods and reels, fish bait, life vests for children under 12. Patrons get to fish for their food. There is a large indoor pond as well for families who prefer to stay indoors or during inclement weather. In actuality, this is a catch and release program. It serves as a learning experience for children who've never had the opportunity to fish before. And this is a picture of what, I don't know if you can see it that well, of what we like the indoor pond to look like. TomCat's initial location will be in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Once construction begins on the restaurant, the locals will start buzzing about what could be coming. A large sign will be put at the construction site with TomCat's Fish and Chips coming soon. The first important part of the marketing mix to come into play is the website. Customers driving by will want to know what TomCat's is, and most will look it up online. That's when the site needs to have all the pertinent information to draw them in and build excitement. Approximately 1 month to the completion of the site, newspaper and magazine ads such as this one will start running to promote the grand opening date and show open positions available for staff members. All during the construction time, the website will be continually updated with an estimated opening date. Once staff has been hired and gone through training, and TomCat's is 2 weeks from opening, commercials and direct mailers will start to go out. Both will advertise the grand opening along with coupons with the Wednesday night promotion. Once TomCat opens, the material may change to take the grand opening off, but the coupons and promotions will still be included. All during this time, the website will be monitored and updated to reflect the most current possible information for customers. Once TomCat's opens, the live streaming can begin on the websites. Cameras will be turned off during non-business hours. We'll have weekly staff meetings for employees who voice any questions or concerns that they have. The current concerns will be adequately addressed and not dismissed. We'll also have competitions among employees for them to come up with new ideas to improve customer service at TomCat's. The winner will be given either a monetary award or a paid date off, whichever the employee chooses. This brings us to employee motivation. I feel these employee contests will let the employees know that their opinion matters. Managers and I value their ideas, knowledge, and intellect. TomCat's will have a link on its website to receive letters to management from customers, and these letters will include both negative and positive experiences. When a customer notes a great customer service experience from an employee, that employee will be recognized in these weekly meetings and receive an award as well. I estimate we'll need about 40 employees to start. This will allow 2 16-people crews to serve and work the kitchen. Each crew will consist of 9 floor employees, servers, hostess, and cashiers, and 7 kitchen employees to handle cooking, bussing, and dishes. One of the 7 kitchen staff will be a head cook to help maintain that entrees are prepared the same each time. There must be at least 5 employees stationed outside to assist families at the pond for the fishing experience. TomCat's would also like to hire 2 separate managers. One manager will be a general manager over staff, while the other will assist with training and human resources. The head cook will need at least 5 years of experience in a similar restaurant. Kitchen and floor employees will be part-time. I require my general manager to have restaurant managerial experience, but not a college degree. The training and human resources manager must have experience and a 4-year degree in the business field. The initial organization chart will look something like this. With me at the top, the 2 managers underneath, the head cook under the general manager, and all of their line staff under them. Once TomCat's expand, our second location will be organized the same way. After that, the finances of TomCat's will be handled by another manager. And that will include payroll, taxes, accounts payable, and purchasing. The human resources manager will be responsible for selecting, hiring, and training all employees. This person will also be responsible for ongoing training as TomCat's values customer service highly. The general manager will be responsible for pond, kitchen, and floor staff schedule, as well as general employee relations. And this is a chart showing employee salaries from top to bottom. Once TomCat's has established itself in the Baton Rouge community and started to generate a profit, estimate about 6 years, we'll start looking at locations for a new restaurant. In the time span of 23 years, TomCat's would ideally like to have locations in Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Natchez, Houston, and Dallas. Next, we'll move to the SWOT analysis. TomCat's strengths include customer service. This is above and beyond the most important thing to us. Staff will be trained and focused on the proper service to provide how to handle any type of unhappy customer. Another strength is the unique eating experience. There's, like I said before, there's not really anything in the area like TomCat's. It's a great competitive advantage. Buying local. This will help keep the money local within the community and help other businesses thrive and boost the local economy. It's family friendly. TomCat's wants to promote a fun experience to share with your family, and the webcam. Anyone who visits TomCat's website can peek in on current customers and see how much fun they're having. Another plus is there's no fishing license needed. Since TomCat's is the owner and operator of its private pond, none of the customers will be required to purchase or show proof of a fishing license. We'll have CPR and first aid certified staff available as well. Some of our weaknesses include the liability of the fishing pond. Food poisoning is always a liability for a restaurant. TomCat's might be considered a special occasion restaurant, which could be a weakness if we aren't frequented enough by our customers. Another weakness can be acquiring the local fish and produce. It's generally a good idea to purchase local because of all the benefits, but it might not always be the less expensive route. All right, some of the opportunities that TomCat's has is its uniqueness. It's a strategic partnership. TomCat's will seek out a local fish farmer to form a strategic alliance for the fish supply. If an acceptable agreement can be made, then TomCat's will always have fresh fish, and the fish farmer will always have business. Some of the threats include, again, the liability issue. And also, while there aren't any restaurants like TomCat's in our area, there are a few restaurants in Japanese, called Japanese Doll restaurants, that could potentially make a move to the United States where you actually fish for sushi dishes. So, alright, so this would be a chart of some of TomCat's competitors. Some competitors could be, let's see, Lambert's in Alabama and Missouri. Lambert's is an interactive restaurant where the customers interact with the waitstaff. Hibachi grills are interactive. Again, Zoe restaurants, and there's a few others on there that's provided in the appendix as well. Our target market includes people in the family life cycle that are married and with children ages 1 to 12 who want to spend time with one another. The parents in these families are most likely in the Generation Y, and their children have an influence on their financial decisions. Through allowances, earnings, and gifts, children account for and influence a great deal of consumption. For example, young shoppers in the United States spend more than $200 billion of their own money and their parents' money each year on purchases for themselves, and also have a considerable influence over major family purchases. Generation Xers and some baby boomers can also be included in our target market because they will want to bring their grandchildren to TomCat's. The target market includes any ethnicities as long as they have children in the right age group. And customers' income will include the upper and middle class. Geographically, our target customers will be located in and around the city which TomCat's is located. Out-of-towners will also be targeted by promotion in local hotels. but they won't be the main focus. But they will be. It will be considered in the target. The target market needs a place to eat where you can make memories with their family, and TomCat's fills that. Currently, there are no other restaurants in the state that offer an experience like TomCat's. 2012 population estimates for the state of Louisiana has 2,562,478 people between the ages of 0 and 13 and 18 and 44. That number includes the entire state. So TomCat's is basically targeting that entire number. Theoretically, if we divide the state of Louisiana into 3 sections, north, central, and south, then we can estimate that our target market will include roughly 854,159 people living in our area. We predict the growth of the target will fluctuate, but mostly will remain stable. TomCat's objective is to score 8 out of 10 on average in the customer service survey during the next period. Because we strive to make sure our customers have a satisfactory visit, we want to make sure they know that we care about their service. If a customer does give TomCat's a poor review or customer service marks, management will be sure to contact that person if they've provided contact information to see exactly what went wrong and to offer a consolation, a gift card, or a coupon, something to ensure that they'll return. We also have a goal to grow the restaurant from a small startup to a profitable chain of 5 restaurants in the next 12 years. We know that the best form of marketing is a good review from a friend or family member. This is why we try so hard to make sure that all of our customers experience a good time. Our initial opening location will take an estimated $800,000 to open. This number is high, but this number needs to accommodate the indoor and outdoor ponds. And I also want it in a good location near other restaurants because of the competitive advantage that TomCat's has. We'll also need to buy equipment for the restaurant. Because our initial startup cost is so high, the need for profit is great. However, I estimated it would take TomCat's a year and a half to start to earn a profit. I want to use Raising Cane's as a benchmark for TomCat's. Raising Cane's was opened in 1996 and currently has over 50 locations. In the only 18 years that it's open, it's grown tremendously. In 2013, Raising Cane's revenue was $97.3 million. While I'd love to have results like these, I don't expect them. I'm forecasting TomCat's to have 5 locations by 2037. TomCat's facilities are much more expensive to construct than a typical Raising Cane's store. TomCat's should earn a profit of $20 million after 12 years of operation. Our profit-making activities will include sales, forecasts, and accounting procedures. I want to make sure that TomCat's accounting records are always accurate and up to date at all times, so we'll always know where the company stands. Capital budget will be planned, as mentioned above, at the startup, and it will be used to obtain the initial TomCat's location and supplies. Later, the capital budget will be prepared to obtain additional locations and equipment for new facilities. The operating budget will include the production, personnel, and sales budgets. The production budget will start off at $650,000 to acquire inventory and machinery. Leaves $150,000 spending leeway in the event that something doesn't go as planned. The first year's personal budget will be the salaries of TomCat's first employees. I estimate this to be about $480,000 for the first year. This number includes the sum of all the salaries for the employees, plus about $44,000 left over for my first year's salary. Kept this number low for the first year to help keep money in the business. TomCat's will not have any sales that are on credit. Therefore, the need to budget for provisional items isn't really there. This also helps TomCat's keep its capital in the form of liquid cash rather than an accounts receivable. That includes my presentation for TomCat's Fish and Chips. Thank you.